Day at home in our place, they wouldn't put the ashes out, you know, after the fire. Well, it was meant to be bad luck to put it out that day. I'm not sure for what reason, no, but just bad luck.
I don't think they swept the floor at all New Year's Day in case anyone had thrown out the dust or anything.
I don't know about that no more.
I don't think they used to sweep it because it used to be a cement floor or a
concrete floor. That's right.
I don't think they used to sweep it at all New Year's Day as far as I know.
Yeah.
I went out living with two old uncles, came out from the town to the country, and they wouldn't allow you to sweep the floor or sweep out the dust or put out the ashes on a Monday. And that's true.
I used to see my mother and father, the Lord of Mercy, they'd always give us, the two of us in us, they'd always give us 2 shillings or a half crown, we'll say on New Year's Day, that you'd have money for, hold that in your fist and don't spend it. You'd always have money for the year.
Or you wouldn't spend money either,
no, money,
if you could.
Made out was unlucky.
Because you'd be poor for the year. If you started, it was like, well, if you did it New Year's Day, you were going to be doing it every day of the year. So that was. I know in our village where I grew up, there were we weren't a superstitious family, but it rubs off you if everyone else is doing it. Quite in fate.
Well, New Year's night, just at the dot of before 12, you'd open the doors, the back door, the front door, and the whole lot, for good luck in the new year. And you couldn't let anything out before you bring something in. You'd have to bring something in, not even water, not even New Year's Day, not to put out ashes in the morning. You'd have to bring in something, because it was bad luck. You'd have bad luck for the new year.
New Year's Day, we always, even if we had visitors, we had to, when it was strike 12 o'clock, we'd go out, we'd have to go out the door and come back in again. And that was with visitors and everything that came to the house.
Yeah, but New Year's Day then there was about a red-haired woman coming into the house.
Yeah.
If she was the first one into the house, it was bad luck in the house for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year.
And there was something about opening the 2 doors.
There was, yeah.
Opening the front and the back door on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Let, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
The good luck in and the bad luck out or something like this.
They opened the front door to get the good luck in and the back door to let the bad luck out.
And another thing is too, you know, say New Year's, say after Christmas, New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
There were some people that wouldn't want a woman going in first into the house.
Oh no, to be a black-haired man.
It had to be a man.
They wouldn't want a red-haired woman.
A red-haired woman. And if you met a red-haired woman or a red-haired man, red-haired woman, I think, you'd have no luck.
You turn back from the fair if they were going got up at 6 o'clock in the morning and they met a red-haired woman that drive the cattle back.
That's right.
I went to a house one night, not too many years ago. And New Year's Eve night, I brought home the wife of the house. And I was well used to this house going in and out. And the man of the house got up and he put me out. And I wasn't in the house since, and that's, I'd say, 12 years ago. He put me out, and I was out. And they hadn't any sanitary, they had an outdoor toilet, you know, and the wife was gone to it. And when she came, she said, "What happened?" I said, "John wouldn't let me in." She said, "Don't mind him." She said, "That's Pishogues." But that's what it was. A woman couldn't cross the door.
The threshold.
So he had to come out then himself and go, but I didn't go in at all. Wasn't that terrible?
Well, there was a lot of funny beliefs like that.
A
lot of the old people wouldn't even shave of a Christmas Day. You know, not to cut a piece of hair. That it wasn't lucky, you know, to cut or to shave of a Christmas Day. An awful lot of the old people wouldn't shave. A lot of the old men,
I'll be honest.
You know, or to cut a piece of hair.
And I don't think they'd have any money transaction like buying or selling May Day. I think it wasn't lucky, giving away money like for something. To buy anything May Day. I don't think that was supposed not to be lucky.
Oh, you never give anything out on May Day. No one would bring you in anything because that's the way it was, and you wouldn't give away anything on May Day. And you would make a cake on May Day. You used to have that.
You wouldn't make cake on Sunday at all?
Oh, Sunday at all, no.
That'd be terrible. You wouldn't make any cake on Sunday at all.
On a cake,
you would make them all on Saturday, but no cake on Sunday.
No cake.
None at all.
There was no bread, you didn't make it.
None at all.
None at all, no. I wonder what was the idea, though. Was it just?
Pishogues.
Pishogues, we used to call it.
And then on May Day, you would never throw out anything or let anyone borrow anything, because to bring bad luck for the year. They wouldn't, that time they used to have to, there was no sinks, and they'd wash the dishes in a basin or wash the potatoes in a bucket, and they wouldn't throw out the water.
No.
Well, if you gave milk away on the 1st of May, you wouldn't have milk again. The fairies would take it away.
That's right, yeah.
And that was it.
The cow would get dry, the cow would be dry or something.
Yeah, the cows would get dry and then you wouldn't have milk.
Dry.
Yeah.
No way. The kid wouldn't get that milk in May Day. You know, he would not.
Or was it bad luck or something?
They wouldn't give it out because it would bring bad luck to the farmer themselves for giving away in May Day, for giving away the stuff.
Yeah, there was another thing too about May morning.
That's right.
That a woman could come out at around when the dew was on the grass, and she'd go to the cow and milk the cow, and all the cream, and you'd have no butter for that year, and she'd have all the butter.
Yes.
She could take the milk from the cows to her house.
Yeah.
When we get up, you know, we go out and we'd
May morning.
And rub our hands on the grass to get the dew, to wash our face, to give us that nice complexion. Good looks. That's what we thought.
Well, they made out that if you got up early on May Day, went out into the fields and put your hands on the grass and got the dew on your hands, or the morning dew as we'll call it, and rubbed on your face, that you'd have perfect skin. No need for all those moisturisers and whatnot.
Oh, May Day, we used to hear it so much as you give it a wash out of the grass, you know, not that it kept the wrinkles away. That was the cream that time.
If you had corns on your feet, you go out in the field in the morning and they made you and walk along the field and back again, and that would help to get rid of your corns. It would soften the corns, you know, and they'd disappear after a while. That was the same, but I don't know if it worked or not. Not so sure.
Oh yeah, there was something else about you wouldn't give a call on May Day. Don't you know, there used to be Conacre, people who were working on Conacre, and they'd want to get a coal to light their fire, but May Day they wouldn't give it.
No.
Well, I don't think people would get married in May.
They wouldn't get married in May for it wasn't the month for getting married.
No.
June was the month for getting married, or April, but they wouldn't get married in May. They'd be sure they couldn't.
There must be they must have some.
Yeah. Marry in May and go on the clay.
Go and clean the clay.
On the clay. Well, that's just a story. Marry in May and go on the clay.
I had to look to get married in May, and this lady I knew got married in May, and she didn't live only a year or two.
And nobody get married during Advent and Lent. No, you wouldn't allow it, you know. Patrick's Day, they used to, but very seldom that had happened.
If you didn't get married before Lent, you never got married during Lent or Advent. And there were no dances or pictures or anything hardly.
No.
And if the girl wasn't married before Lent, they used to throw salt to keep them, by the way, safe until after Lent.
Yeah.
To keep them fresh until after Lent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I often heard that.
Yeah.